Welcome to the desert, the great state of Arizona, here in Tucson at Arizona Stadium for an historic game in the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Fresno State Bulldogs offense will go to work first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Out of the backfield, he's open. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
So now it's second and long. Handoff to the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Bulldogs have this offense rolling. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Dropping back, it's Warner. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Red Hawks offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Now on second down. The run from the shotgun. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Red Hawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Crosses the 45. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass, it's Finn. Punts it out of the air. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Gain of 21 on the play. And that's good enough for first down.
And the Red Hawks will snap it on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Tracy. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Tracy. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Looking downfield, it's Finn. Pocket breaking down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. An 84-yard drive there. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Going to the running game. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. And the Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Warner. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on! They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
From the gun, the ground game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Fresno State working from the red zone. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Fresno State lines up with a first and goal. Marches ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got it in the middle. It's Perry. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. The Red Hawks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Finn. He's got the tight end. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air on first down. He's got his man across the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Perry. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Touchdown, Red Hawks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I think coming into this game, we thought it was going to be a back-and-forth affair. What a great job executing on that touchdown. If they get this extra point, man, we are all tied up heading in at halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Tucson and an intriguing Arizona Bowl. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Arizona Bowl.
The Bulldogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Still running at the 40. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Redhawks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield, it's Finn. That's caught. It's Perry. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Redhawks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Redhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Perry. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
It's first down from the 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's a heat. Touchdown, Miami. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. Touchdown, Fresno State. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Wants to throw. It's Finn. Makes the grab. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll run it from the gun. Quick spin on the run. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The Red Hawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looks as if he's going to run it. Makes it past the marker. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. What a ride it's been so far, and I'll vote for having a classic finish as we take a look at our game stats. Stage is set. Let's see how it all plays out here in this postseason showdown. So the final period starts with a second down play. Hand off from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And this one splits the uprights. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights. All the pressure, all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Fresno State takes over the offense. Will go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Warner. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, he makes the catch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Surging forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Here's the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's first down from the 37-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the inside. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Red Hawks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
On the run, it's Tracy. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. It'll be a draw. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
They'll leave it with him. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.